All right, everybody. I want to make a point. I did listen to David's video again, and again, I'm going to provide the link in the channel. So here's my point. Get some better light here for a second. The first ad hominem attack towards me, David, comes within the first minute of this. With the points. Now, I'm not really scripted. I just wrote down some things I wanted to address so that I don't forget them. Because if I forget to address them, you're going to say that I glossed over. Yeah. What? I'm making my video here right now.
Oh.
So, yeah, in a minute. You say that if I forget to address something, you're going to say I glossed over it. So I'm writing these down so I don't forget any point that I wanted to bring to you. Okay? With the qualitative versus quantitative issue, I actually side with you on that. And the reason why I would say that I side with you on that is, and you know this, but you didn't represent this in your video, and I can't refer anybody to a video where you said this because this is something you said personally to me. So you can deny it if you want to. There's no way I can prove it. But we were speaking, I think it was about a month or two ago in your room, actually, when we were watching something, I believe it was something at Zone Nation or Tommy Sotomayor had made a thing about, and we were talking about gun control. I do agree with the qualitative because I do think that we should teach people as far as what I'm talking about, and I would obviously assume that you'd have to have a value for human life. You should anyway. What I from the context that you're speaking about it, well, actually, value for human life pretty much can only be put in one context, I guess. Anyway, the point is that I do agree that there should be a teaching as to when you should use your weapon or why you should use your weapon. Not to kill people unless you absolutely have to. I agree with that. My point with qualitative and quantitative, I'm not saying how many guns we should have out on the street. Well, in essence, I am actually, by limiting who can get them. Okay, but I come at it from both perspectives, of which again you didn't represent in these videos. So, congratulations, you forgot to mention half the viewpoint that I stand for. Anyway, um, again, your subscribers are probably, going to side more with you on this. They don't know me that well. They don't know me like you do. So they're probably going to say, hey, David's telling the truth and this guy's lying. And honestly, I really don't give a shit what you guys think. Okay? I get a lot of hate when I talk about when I have videos like this. So honestly, if you guys think I'm lying, then it's whatever. But I'm telling you, and I'm hoping David will be intellectually honest enough to admit this. I do actually agree that we should have training on when you should use your weapon, how to use your weapon, when or why, in certain cases you shouldn't use it, stuff like that. And David knows that because we've talked about it. So, David, unless you're honest, your viewers are probably going to have a false understanding of what I stand for, and it's going to be because of what you said and didn't say. So, anyway, I'm not asking you to criticize points that you agree with. I'm just simply asking you to not criticize or not to continuously criticize liberals. And again, okay, here's the perfect point in this video for this. I am liberal on as far as free market. I am liberal on abortion. I'm liberal on bailouts, obviously free market. I'm liberal on taxes, or not liberal. Wow, wow. Why didn't I catch that? It's like the fourth thing in, especially when I said abortion. I'm conservative on abortion. I'm conservative on taxes. I'm conservative on bailouts and the free market. Um, I'm conservative on business handouts. I'm conservative on, um, I guess you could say I'm a left-leaning conservative on programs like food stamps and stuff like that. You know that I am. Like, I agree, you should have programs like that, but I also agree that there should be legislation and rules governing those programs. And if you don't need them, you don't get them. Okay? And you know that. Things like so many applications per week, so many follow-ups and callbacks with places you've applied per week, um, resumes, stuff like that. You know my viewpoint on that. So do I hold that a liberal program should be in place? Yes. I then turn around and show the conservative side of my belief in it and how it should be regulated. And if you're not following the rules, then hey, you need to go. Because there's going to be plenty of other people behind you that will be willing to follow those rules. I'm just saying, dude. You know that. So there's four issues right there that I'm conservative on. Okay? What am I liberal on? I'm liberal on. I guess you could say I advocate a medium-sized government. So go ahead and call me a liberal on that. I'm liberal on recreational marijuana use, which, by the way, you are too. Um, but yeah, we already said that in your video. So I'm probably more conservative on most issues than I am liberal, but you haven't represented that. And you said that you only knew that I was liberal on abortion. But me and you have talked about um, free market. Or you said I was liberal. Ah, I did it again. And it's not a Freudian slip because a Freudian slip would have to do with sex. And I'm just, yeah. You know that I'm conservative on abortion. You also know that I'm just thinking, how many fucking people that are libs are going to fucking turn around? And I even use the term libs. They're going to turn around and fucking say that like I'm liberal on abortion and stuff. I'm just imagining the video clips that could get taken out of context here. But again, if you don't watch my videos and you don't know what I stand for, then I don't give a fuck what you think. And if you misrepresent me, then fuck you. And I'm not talking about the misrepresenting you're doing, David, because I don't think it's intentional. I'm talking about intentional misrepresentation. Again, I look at things through my perspective of libertarian lenses. You look at them from your perspective of conservative lenses. So we're going to see things a little differently. Again, we don't fully match up. We're going to everyone's going to look at things through their own perspectives. I mean, you're talking that I do it, and I do. But then again, so do you. So does everybody else. Okay? Also, you said, and it wasn't a quote from Ann Coulter, it's a book. You also, but you quoted the title of her book and agreed with it. Therefore, you made the statement that you agree with her. So you can't quote somebody and say you agree with it, then turn around and say that that statement is invalid because you didn't say because you didn't say it. You didn't say it, but you quoted her and you agreed with it. That's just as valid. Hold on. Hi, Angel. Anyway, I'm back, guys. I said to go see something real quick. Anyway, so also, yes, you will criticize Republicans. You will then turn around, and every time I've seen you do it, say because they're pandering to the Democrats. So you criticize a Republican, but you don't criticize them. Get what I'm saying? You criticize what they did because of pandering. So, in essence, you criticize the Democrats. You then use that as a lead in to start with the Democrats are fucking stupid, they're idiots, da, 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 da. Look, do I know enough about to say that the Democrats started slavery or that they endorsed it? I'm a little fuzzy on that, but I don't believe you'd lie. So, not intentionally anyway. And so that's the way that I would define a lie is an intentional misleading. And I don't think you're a liar. Okay. What I do think, and I would trust you on that. And would I trust you on the liberal thing of abortion? Yeah, I would trust you on that. And I know enough about that to know if that's true. Would I trust you on black genocide? I'd say that I don't have a reason to distrust you. And from what I've heard from your arguments, you've given a pretty solid case, based on Planned Parenthood clinics and where they're placed at and stuff like that. So I would say that I can trust that too. So yeah, I trust you on that. You know where I stand on those issues. Okay. Also, you quoted the very same people that I asked you not to quote because you're constantly saying those people are pandering to the Democrats. Um, what I'm asking you to do is take somebody that you respect and try to find a viewpoint and actually criticize them on something because I find it hard to believe that you agree with everybody that you respect. And as a matter of fact, I know you don't. You respect James White, but you disagree with him. You respect William Lane Craig and Dr. Ponson, even though he's deceased, and you disagree with them on things. And you respect R.G. Sproul, but you would disagree with him. So I find that hard in every other aspect of your life. Okay, and I just named religion as one aspect. But in a lot of aspects that I'll say because I don't know everything about you, I never would. Just like you'll never know everything about me, although we're pretty much brothers. To me, anyway. I mean, I would think you would consider that to be a valid statement. We're not going to know everything about each other. So there's always going to be those variables. But I find it hard to believe that there is not one Republican that you actually respect, that you disagree with, that you would call a fucking idiot or ignorant or anything like that. And also in that video, so now here's the reason why. Here's the reason why I asked you not to call me a liberal, by the way. You now know the issues that I'm conservative on. Those are big issues. Am I saying give guns to everybody? No. Am I saying give guns to nobody? No. I'm in the middle on it. Regulate it. Don't give it to the at-risk people. I mean, they're going to get them anyway. But legally, give them to the people that are not, that you don't feel like there's any kind of threat to. And just be sensible about it. I'm asking people to be sensible about gun control. I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think the liberal perspective, and I've actually heard libs say this, I'll give guns to everybody. Or no, take guns away from everybody. And I've heard Republicans say, no, everybody has the right. No, don't give them to everybody because everybody doesn't have the right. And don't take them away from everybody because I'd say most people do have the fucking right. Stop misrepresenting me and calling me a Democrat. I am not a Democrat. Okay? I am Democratic on a few issues, and so are you. At least on one. At least on one, David. I'm Democrat on that same issue. Am I actually I'm even a Republican. I'm even conservative on gay rights. No, I don't think they should be able to get married. I agree with the common law marriages, but I don't think they should be able to get married. And not in churches. You want to do it in the courtroom, that's fine. To me, that's a conservative viewpoint. Because it's not what the conservatives are not saying that they should not be married. What the conservatives are saying is not to be married in the churches. And some conservatives would say don't be married. I would disagree with that. Not to be married in churches. So I consider myself a conservative on that. Represent me right, David. Subrate and comment below. Let me know what you think. Peace.